Hello, Patrick.
Hello.
Welcome to godgame.ru.
Thank you very much.
Let's kick off with the first question. Your new squad is one of the most discussed topics in the Counter-Strike community at the moment. Both you and DSN are really old players.
Really old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still in shape. Yeah, in a very good shape, I suppose. And now you've got three new players in your lineup. Is there any sort of generation difference?
Yeah, by bringing those three new talented players in Pita, Exist and Dalpan, we are actually decreasing the average age, having me and Holly 24, 25 and those guys 19, 20, 20. Which means we are not only the age also, they have not really been in the top teams. I mean, they've never been contracted really. Dalpan did some stand-ins in SK, Pita been in MIM for a short while. So those guys are really hungry, and we believe in them that they are capable of coming in with the experience me and DSN have, using the force or the strength in the Fnatic MSI organization, which has been the premier team in CS 1.6 for so many years now. So I'm hoping to continue the legacy that we started out there in 2006, winning so many titles. I think we have 55 top 3 placements over the past 5 years. So we try to just get back on track basically and do the best.
Tell us more about your new players, like what kind of persons and players they are.
Well, Dalpan is obviously our main sniper. He is, in my opinion, one of the strongest snipers in the world, together with Markov from Navi. Hopefully this year he can evolve more, playing in Fnatic with all the support that means, and obviously getting the chance to play against all the pro teams, which will generate increased skill level. I mean, the rise of the skill level can be faster for him, because before he has played mixed tournaments for Team Sweden and some stand-ins in SK. Now he's going to be playing the best teams on a daily basis, which is going to just skyrocket his skill to another level, maybe even beating Markov as the best sniper in the universe, or at least in the world we know. Alright, and Exist is coming in as the youngest and probably one of the best or the most talented player I've seen for a very long time. I'm so impressed by him, and he's teaching me so many new things already, and it's very good to have around because he listens to what you say, he does what you say, and he does it in a perfect manner. So he's going to be a real asset for us. So Pita, the final and the 5th player coming in from former MIM and also Rage Gaming recently. He's coming in as a rifle basically. He has a role where he's going to try to take out 1 or 2 kills every round by attacking, being offensive and throwing out over flashbangs, and just he runs in and try to get the flashes, and then it's up to the rest of us to deal with the round, so to speak, deal with the situation.
You didn't have much time to prepare before this tournament, but according to current results that you've guys done in the group stage, you can do some damage, obviously. How confident do you feel in terms of preparation?
I was coming in here not really knowing what we can expect from this tournament. First tournament, 3 new guys, a new year, so many top teams out there with so much ambition now after all the player changes, especially in the Scandinavian region. MTW with Arcadian, and obviously the Swedish silly season brought new faces to the surface, brought different constellations. Robin and Alan and FaZe together with Getrat and the Forest, and in Lions they took Gux and we took Exist. So obviously there's a lot of prestige going on right now, and it's kind of make the whole circus CS 1.6 much more interesting now. You said that we have a limited time of practice. That is right. We had around 20 days practice before this, but compared with the other teams, I think that's something that every team had basically, because the changes happened so late in the silly season, in end of 2010. So we are not any different in terms of practice than the other teams we're facing against here. And I think, well, the practice was needed because now we are number 1 in the group, and it was very good practice, I must say. We didn't perform that well on practice that we did today or yesterday here in Arena Kiev. So I'm just happy how everything has fell out so far, and looking forward to a semi-final tomorrow night.
Nice. I've checked some photos at fnatic.cArn'om from your bootcamp. It looked really fun. Can you share a bit more inside details from that boot camp?
All right. Well, in my world and in my mindset, you always need to have fun, and we tried to just mix up the games we had. Obviously, the CS 1.6 practice with some like get-togethers in the team, because it's also the first time we meet up together with the current lineup. So we tried to play out did some sports, as you said, and just sat and talked, went out for dinners, etc. And of course played 8 hours daily and worked more and more focused on our strategies, because you're very limited sitting in London as I am, playing with 4 Swedes. I'm Swede as well, sorry. Playing with my teammates who are living in Sweden at different locations. So online you're very limited how much you can work on your strategies, because you're not sitting face to face. It's harder to talk and harder to really show what you mean if you have an idea. So I think the 4 days we had in Gothenburg were very useful for us, and I mean, sitting here now with the first place in the group, I'm very happy that we went to Gothenburg and put in so much time and effort in a game.
You mentioned that you're currently living outside of Sweden. What town is that, and why do you live there?
In the beginning of 2010, I decided to move to London, which is also the headquarters of fnatic. We have an office there. The reason was various, but mostly I was kind of bored living in a small city in Sweden, which was not ideal if you want to be a pro gamer with over 100 travel days a year. I mean, London, you have 5 airports in 1 hour range, and then you can get to the event quick, and you can get on so many easy flights and you just get back and you're home basically. And also London is an amazing city. I don't regret any day that I moved there. It's so much fun and a different lifestyle basically, which I try to combine being a gamer, sitting in, playing, but also they have all those pubs you want to visit and all those sites you want to visit. So far I think the balance has been alright, and I'm trying to recently, after not being as successful in 2010, trying to put more focus on CS and working out, etc. Trying to be more focused on the gaming, not only sightseeing in London or drinking ales on the local pub, so to speak.
Yesterday you had a great match against Navi. It was really intense and thrilling to watch. Give us some kind of player, maybe insight on that match.
Well, 2 really strong teams. We coming in as a black horse, not knowing our level, but personally I felt it's going to be a tough game. I know we are capable of beating them. I've beaten them so many times before. They have beaten me so many times before. Anyway, I think before going into that game in best of 1 map, I felt 50-50 chance basically. After starting out very bad at CT, only 5 rounds, including the pistol round. Of course, those odds got higher. I felt the victory against them was further away, basically. However, I think the Counter-Strike scene has come to a stage today where terrorists are stronger than CT in many ways, because they have cheaper weapons to buy, and the AKs are favorable to use on the LCD monitors or the TFT's monitors. So we knew if we only win the second pistol round starting as terrorists, we can definitely beat them. And we maybe didn't expect it to be decided in a 1 or 2 situation on the very last round, but that's how it went, and we were the lucky team that day. I'm looking forward to meet them in the playoff and show them again and showing that ourselves basically more important, that we are capable of being on this level.
And why it's more preferable to use AK-47 on LCD monitors?
I guess it's something with the tap technology, not the tap technology, but the tap, what's the English word, sorry? How you tap with the AK, how you spray with the AK, how you deal with the recoil basically. Colt is more difficult, I'd say. You're a better player with Colt on CRT monitors, in my opinion, because it's the game is much more smooth. But they're coming some new gaming monitors those days, and those are actually starting to look something like a CRT. But it's the same for everybody. I don't really complain. But in my opinion, CT is getting stronger for every day.
Coming back to match versus Navi, you were very emotional during that game, with lots of screaming and emotions going on. What's the reason of such a passionate play?
Well, I guess you can imagine the pressure we have. fnatic and MSI obviously decided in the last month when they had opportunity to jump on Forest, get right, Gux ship and create a new team based on them, or stay with me and DSN. And I'm very fortunate that they picked me and DSN and thought that we can produce or build up a team that's going to be stronger than the previous mentioned players. So imagine the pressure we had on the team and all those discussions, as we said online, how bad or good we can be. And now we're facing the best team in the world in our very first appearance on the stage in a very important tournament in front of Ukrainian fans that's cheering for the landsman to win the game. And we managed to steal the victory in front of them in the last, in the 30th round, basically. So that's kind of the reason why my facial impression was kind of crazy at the moment of the victory.
How do you get along with the guys that left Fnatic for SK Gaming?
Pretty well, actually. I think I'm also, I want to include Fred here. I'm a good friend of Fred those days, even that we had to cut him in mid 2010. But also Gax, I feel very strong towards the Lion team. I like them a lot, and I like the game style and how they play. In terms of Forest and Get Right in SK, I don't have as much discussions or chats, social get-together with those guys. But still, we have to remember we were ruling the world for a while there in 2009, winning everything. So I think we have to respect them, and we do respect him. And I hope it's going to be the other way around.
You mentioned that you really like the Lions team. What's your thoughts on those guys?
I think they have an excellent balance between team spirit, characters that are able to, by their personalities, turn a match around by cheering for the team and telling each other that it's going to be all right, we're going to do well, and just come on, forget about the past, basically. And of course, individual skill. And lastly, they have an excellent in-game leader in Threat. So they have a great balance, and we're kind of the same, I'd say. We have a great balance between those aspects, and I think that's the golden key if you want to be a professional contract team.
What goals do you want to achieve this year?
I just want to have as much fun as possible, and also represent Fnatic, MSI, and all our other sponsors in the best possible way. Today, my goal is obviously to have a good night's sleep here in Kiev and get back to work tomorrow, watching demos and following our potential opponents in the semifinals. So that's my short-term goal. But throughout the year 2011, I just want to have a great health and have a blast when I'm doing something I really like, playing Fnatic MSI.
Thank you very much for this nice conversation. Conclusion is up to you.
Well, obviously, thank you for the interview, and a big shout out to all the Russian fans we have out there. Please visit fnatic.cArn'om, and a big thanks to our sponsors, MSI, SteelSeries, Ugame.net, Slappa, Raidcall, and Bigfoot Networks for making it possible for me to be here today and representing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.